Welcome back to Bay Area Focus. Get ready to break a sweat because we have nutritionist and personal trainer Sloane Davis with us right now, and she is sharing her journey and proving that it is never too late to make a change. Sloane, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
It's great meeting you. Okay, I want to hear your story because you were 40 years old, you were doing all this excess cardio, starving yourself, and nothing was working.
No, I really wanted to see my abs after I had my children, and I was doing fitness classes and, like you said, kind of just living on grilled chicken and salads and stuff like that. So I found flexible dieting, which no food's off limits. You can basically have whatever you want, but it has to fit into a budget that you're given of a certain amount of proteins, fats, and carbs. So I started doing that, and I also changed my fitness exercises to lifting weights instead of cardio, and I started to see results.
And you were going to show us a few moves to do, but first,
Sure.
The food. I want to know, looking like this, you eat chocolate cake?
I do, but everything in moderation.
Okay.
And I'm a firm believer that life is really meant to be enjoyed. If I know I'm going to go to a birthday party or a wedding and I'm going to have the cake later, because yes, I am going to have the cake, I'll watch what I eat during the day. I won't have as much fat during the day. I'll focus on lean proteins like grilled chicken and shrimp, salads, low dense carbs like vegetables and fruit, so that I can enjoy a meal when I go out and not feel guilty, and most especially not ruin the waistline.
And what are some of the mistakes we make in trying to get fit, get healthy?
Most people will not believe what I'm going to say, but most people do not eat enough carbs and they eat way too much fat.
See, and we're always told, limit your carbs.
Yes. Carbs gives you energy to have a great workout in the gym. The more energy you have during the day, the more your body basically burns while you're not exercising too. Fat, while we need it and it provides energy and it balances hormones, it doesn't really give you the necessary functions that you need, like protein and carbs. So it's a balance of all three different macronutrients, which are proteins, fats, and carbs. But again, most people don't eat enough carbs to give them the energy.
And you were doing excess cardio and not getting the results you wanted, and that's what a lot of people do. They'll go to the gym, they'll jump on the treadmill. That's not enough.
Cardio is a great tool if you want to become a smaller version of yourself, but most people want to change their physiques. If you want tight, toned arms, if you want the abs, if you want the teardrop quads and the legs, you have to pick up the weights. Cardio alone doesn't do that for you. There's no way. If you think about it, cardio does not build muscle. In order to shape our bodies, you need to tear the muscle down, break it, feed it, rest it, and then it grows back again, which gives you that tight, toned look that you're looking for.
What I love about you is you have moves that you do that are not too hard, not too difficult, and they don't take a lot of time.
Correct. In and out of the gym or home. I write workout plans for people at home. They have just as much success as people that work out at the gym. You need, I would say, 40 to 50 minutes a day at the most. If you want to only do 20, that's great. But there are certain exercises that you can do at home just to get your heart rate going and your muscles.
Okay, so show us some of those exercises. I need to know.
Okay. Well, a squat.
I need to know what you're doing.
You want to go as low as you can.
Okay.
So this is working your butt and your hamstrings and your quads.
And that tones everything.
It also works your abs when you
Right.
think about it. If you're holding it in, yes. So if you're not using any weight, you want to do higher reps. If you're using heavier weight, like if you're at the gym and you want to put a barbell on your back, or if you want to hold dumbbells, then you want to do like maybe 10 to 12 reps as opposed to 20 or 25 while you're not using any weights. I also say if you're home, grab gallon jugs, grab anything in your pantry just to use a little bit extra weight so that you can progress over time. So if you can only do body weight squats to start, grab some weights and you progress over time. You add reps, you add sets, you add weight. It's a progression.
Yeah, and it's important to do the squats right.
Correct.
Because your form is really
You always want to
important.
make sure that you're sitting on a toilet, basically, or you're
Okay.
sitting on a bench. So the butt goes back.
And your weight goes to your
and
heels.
your weight goes back. You could also
I learned
do-
this at the gym.
That's good.
I told you I just started going in
That's great.
January, so yeah.
That's great.
I'm waiting for the transformation. What are some of the other moves?
Consistency is key.
That's important.
My best advice is that if you start something, find something that you can do long term. That's why I don't like to cut out any foods. A sustainable plan that you can do consistently over time will get you the most results. People think that they need to starve themselves, and what happens is they starve themselves all week, they eat 1,000 calories, and then what happens over the weekend? They feel that they either earned it, which they're going to gain all the weight back, or they binge and they go crazy. So if you can do little by little each day, I always say just chip away each day, and you'll see you're closer to your goals. Don't look at a 2-year picture where you have to lose 50 pounds. It's 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time. Slow and steady truly, truly wins the the race in any weight loss process.
Is a great mentality. Thanks so much for coming on the show, showing us some moves and telling us that you have a body like that and eat chocolate cake. All right, to connect with Sloane and find out how you can start your journey, just log on to pancakesandpushups.com. That's it for our show this week, but we will be back with more Bay Area Focus next week. Have a great day.